I guarantee you, I'm like one of like 50 people who even knows this. Right here, look at this. You can make it. Boom. And now guess what? You are at the enemy's spawn. So you're gonna be behind. I did forget that there was a new map that came out. It is currently 1 a.m. I forgot. So I'm gonna do the guide now, and hopefully I don't wake anyone up and slam on my door, because that would kind of be crazy. So I don't even know this map well enough to know what part of the map this is on. Oh my god, that looks horrible. What a horrible art piece. It's like blurry. Okay, so first you're gonna go through here. This is pretty common. I've been on this map a few times. I'd like to go left side right here. Wait, actually, no, it's a lie. I'd like go right side. I like to go through here and then down to the right over here. And then I'll go around here. And then this gives you access if you're playing BP and you can wall run. Then you can go like this. And then this is pretty much leads you to their backline. You can do pretty much anything at this point. So this is pretty solid. This is a pretty solid flank route if you're going to play a flanker like BP or any sort of diver, going around that right side or behind this and then going up here. It just leads you really to their backline, because the enemy is usually going to be holding around in here. The supports are usually going to be around here, or they're going to be up here. Either way, you have a solid way to get to them, going up the stairs from there. And then there you are, right here. This point, it's very brawly. It kind of forces a lot of team fights. If I'm playing Black Panther or just a diver, this is another domination map where the point is just a big circle. I mean, they're all kind of big circles, right? But because it's like that, never go in the point. Just let your team cap the point and hold the point. Never go in here. Always be on the outskirts, on the edges of the map. I like to alternate the edges. Like, I'll be around here a lot. Sometimes I'll go in between here for cover. I'll say I need healing so my team can heal me. And then I'll go back up, kill the supports, and just repeat. I don't really see the need. I never really saw the need yet to really go anywhere else. I think going around here and just staying outside the point has a lot of value. And this map is pretty symmetrical, so a lot of it is just the same. You know, like no matter what side you spawn on, you're kind of going to do the same game plan. If you're a tank, I mean, tank is pretty self-explanatory. If you're a healer, just watch out. This is a safe spot. You have good cover, but just watch the flank. Like I said, watch these little cracks and holes in the walls, and just make sure no one's coming from above and behind you. If you're a healer, maybe stay up here, because then you can drop down. It's not a bad game plan. But if you drop down, you're also going to be dropping onto the point in front of everyone's fire. So that was the Celestial Hand. Now this is the Celestial Codex, I think I saw. Oh, I can go down here. I didn't really explore this map. I hope this audio works. It's so late. It's literally 1:22 a.m. It's gonna be so bad if anyone wakes up. Anyway, I do like this map. I think it's cool. I think this map is really fun, and it is very interesting. This one specifically, actually, this point on the map, I discovered a flank immediately. Immediately, I discovered a flank. The first time I was on this, like right here, I guarantee you, I'm like one of like 50 people who even knows this. Right here, look at this. You can make it. Boom. And now guess what? You are at the enemy's spawn. So you're going to be behind them immediately. The point is not even unlocked. And there's going to be healers around here, up here, and you're behind them immediately. It is a beautiful flank. Beautiful. Now you can also kind of, if you're playing BP, you can wall run a lot of this. You can kind of, you know, play with the physics of the map and kind of hold yourself up there for a little bit. I do like, again, domination. If you're playing BP or a flanker, you're never really going to be on the point for that long. So again, just play the edges. I like to be around here because sometimes you'll see healers come up here, or they'll kind of be around here a lot. And if they have the point, they're going to be around like these little pillars. It can get a little complicated. I don't know who that voice was. That Hella? Anyway. Again, this map is kind of... It's different in you don't really need to take these long paths. Like, you see these paths are open and you can go here for like health packs. It's important to know they're there. But unlike some other maps where you can kind of actually want to take the long flank routes, you don't really need to. You can kind of just block line of sight and jump from one little rock path to the next, and you can move around a lot there.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
You can't really stay on that. It's gonna slide you off too much. But yeah, I think the big thing about this map is this flank right here. If you're coming from this spawn, it's so big. This is such an incredible flank. I love this, and I discovered this immediately. As soon as I was on this map, I saw this and I was like, oh yeah, I need to take that. And it worked really well, because a lot of times you're gonna come right here and the supports are gonna be kind of around here. Sometimes Loki's like the setup here. You're gonna come from here. You kind of want to deviate again, you know, run off to the left. There's nowhere to really go here, but again, the name of the game on domination maps is to kind of play the corners and edges and around the point, find the healers, go on them. So again, it's kind of the same for every other map, and this one is no exception. Again, this is very brawly, so a lot of the times you'll see people very close to the point. If you're playing like a Psylocke or a Spider-Man, well, he's not going to be playing this season. a BP, a Magik. I think that, again, just play the edges and kind of come around here, these pillars. You want to block line of sight a lot, right? You want to let them not know you're coming and just use the blocks of vision that you have. You know, if you're coming around here, use this so they don't see you. And, you know, corner peek a lot to make sure if someone else is coming, you surprise them. Now, if you're a healer on this map, this is a pretty tough one to heal on because it's very open, but at the same time, there's a lot of blocks, like I keep saying. For example, if you're a healer and you're right there, you won't know if I'm right here, but I will know that you're right there. So you want to be very aware as a healer and play to your tanks. You know, this is a map that's very brawly, so you kind of want to be on the move and just play a little closer to your tanks so that they know you're being dove, so they can help you immediately. Don't really stay in the open, you know, just look up every now and then, look behind you and up, you know, like up here. You're going to be dove a lot from up here, so if you're coming here and you're like lost a point and you're coming back, just make sure BP isn't like right above you. Yeah, this map you have to have a lot of awareness on if you're going to heal. Very advantageous to BP, which is rough. A lot of people don't like that. So yeah, that is the map guide for the Celestial Husk. And that is how you want to play as a flanker and a healer. I'm not going to really talk about tank because tank is just too boring and straightforward. You just stay on point and you hit whoever. Flanking is a little more nuanced. You want to be here and there. You want to flank here and there. If you're a healer, you want to stand in like near the tanks. You want to make sure you're not in an easy place to get dove. Maybe near a health pack. Stick near your other healer. Yeah, I think that was pretty good. I don't think there's much else to say. It's not a convoy map, so it's not as big as like Morocco, where I could like talk about it for a minute and all the different paths and all the different positions to hold. Hopefully this audio worked and I don't have to redo anything.